It's your boy T-Burn Reaction. Today is Music Monday, or Music Reaction, in case it don't come on Monday. But anyway, kick things off with some. We're gonna do two episodes, not the same video, but different time while I'm doing. Today will be two episodes of DJ's premiere. So what's up? Because I missed last time, and the last one was a long one. Was a deserved long one, because this is one of this story about one of the Gang Starr biggest hit song that got real well known across the musical scene, and that is DWYCK was featuring.
I'm DJ Premier, and I present to you.
Sorry, with their what was their hit single along with up and coming hip hop duo Nice and Smooth. You know, Nice and Smooth was already popular as well too in the days, and their first two album, their subtitle album, and a more infamous single Hip Hop Junkie as well too. So without further ado, let's check out. So what's up? Salute to Floppy Disk, episode 53, Gang Starr DWYCK featuring Nice and Smooth. Let's get it.
I'm DJ Premier, and I present to you. So what's up?
Okay, computer, run it back.
So what's up?
Ouch.
Special requests are back. All of them are special every episode, but certain special requests kind of up certain special requests. This
First thing first, check out the hat, the Hell on an Urn, and the Survival Show. I'm loving it too. I was trying to check out the album cover. Not something I'm familiar, but it's a dope cover.
been over requested. And like I said, until you find the disc, I don't have anything to say until we found the disc. We found the disc, and now we can get into the story. This one has a lot of chapters because it's really a 2-year thing that happened with this song. But before I even get into the song that I'm about to talk about, I gotta add a little tiny piece to last week's episode with Paula Perry's Extra Extra, which was episode 52. Real small story I gotta add because we like our facts straight in all episodes. That's the reason why I always run my check just in case I have a question about something. And this one goes to a legendary producer who is Big Daddy Kane's original DJ and
Mr.
part of
C.
the entire Juice Crew family, along with Scoob and Scrap Lover, DJ Mr. C. When Paula Perry signed to Mad Sound / Motown Records, he was the A&R there.
Whoa.
And when he A&R'd that album, he called me to do the song, and they were on such a deadline that it was a last minute till the early morning at D&D Studios to record that song, get it done, and then lay it all out, and then get it out to the people.
All right, so
We got it
repertoire.
out to the people, and so, just in case you haven't seen it, check episode 52. All right? Shout to Paula Perry, shout to Brooklyn, the Queen of Fort Greene, shout to Q45.
So yeah, I had to look it up. So yeah, artists are repertoire, and they're responsible for, as I submitted, talent, scouting, overseeing the artistic development of recording artists and songwriters. Yeah, also acts as liaison between the artists and the record label. Yeah, I figured they had like the scouts and stuff like that, pretty much.
Once again, shout to Master Ace of the INC, and so on and so on and so on. Now moving forward to there. This is another rewind. Shout to Karis One.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now it is about that time. So let's do the disc, and then we can do the rewind, and then we can do the fast forward. All right. Woo, man. DWYCK.
Yep.
All right. I'm holding this one for a long time because see how all the scribbles on it? Actually, if you look, it's all messy, but it says Smooth B right here. I'll hold it up for a second. It says Smooth B. That's tacky. That's just how I write. And that says Greg Nice somewhere in here. As you can see, I'm holding it up. Pardon all the, I'm hard to read like graffiti, but steady. Science I drop is real heavy. Shout out to
Hey.
But yeah, this right here is, it's fucking burning. But I can handle the fire. All right? Now dig this. A lot of people gave us a lot of problems, but now you'll hear the total reason why everything happened to this record right here to end up being on, being on Hard to Earn. Now look, This episode right now is being taped on March 8th, which is the day is 2023. This is the 29th anniversary of the album Hard to Earn, which DWYCK appeared on. It wasn't supposed to be on Hard to Earn. It was supposed to be on 1992's Daily Operation. Now I will explain. But since this is being shot on the anniversary of 29 years of Hard to Earn, of course I gotta wear the hat.
That's
and
like
of
the hat.
course, now everything will make sense. All right, shout out to common sense. One day it'll all make sense.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I don't know what's going on with me. How if y'all in like crazy, I had to give me some water to get me a little hyped up. Let's keep going.
Okay. When we were working on Daily Operation, we've always, back in 92 for its release, we've always done a B-side record, okay? This is how DWYCK even happened. First of all, Greg Nice and Smooth B, better known as Nice and Smooth, which is featured on this classic fucking record, they were doing their album Ain't a Damn Thing Changed, which came out in 1991 on Def Jam. Now, when they were doing that record, they did a posse cut where they looped Words I Manifest from my original 12-inch instrumental and did a song over it. It also featured their crew on the record. Shout out to Preacher Earl, Mellow T, Bass Blaster, Asu.
Hold up. First I'm praising him a little bit. Two, why Mellow T look a little bit like Christopher Williams a little bit in that picture?
And Guru of Gangstar. Rest in peace to Guru for life, Gangstar for life. You already know, Guru forever. Shout out to his son KC as well. And his whole family, Lana, Trish, Jossie.
Hold up. I'm in like kind of delaying a little bit. Let me see what's going on here. Hold up. But yeah, I don't know why I'm delaying it like crazy, but anyway, let's keep going.
Brother Jay, his dad, the Honorable Judge Elam, and Judge, no, you gotta do it right. The Honorable
shout out to
Judge Harry Elam Sr. And shout out to his mother, the beautiful Miss Barbara Clark Elam. Alright? She was pen pals with my mom. That's how deep it goes with us. Alright, so now let's get deeper with this. We did a record on Nice and Smooth album called Down the Line.
Oh, okay.
Once that record was done, we were like, well, we did a posse cut for you. You got to do a posse cut for us. Just an even trade.
Sounds nice.
We didn't know everything was going to turn out to what it turned out to be to this very day. We were just doing a swap as friends, all right? So 1992 comes along, and we're about to drop our single, Take It Personal. Once we dropped Take It Personal, we said, let's put the B-sides record on the B-side of Take It Personal.
Yeah, I'm like over here vibing to this little background music story like crazy.
So we went to the studio and cooked up this joint. And of course, as it got cooked up, Greg came in, Guru came in. Smooth hadn't shown up yet. But once he got there, we had a little problem the first day. It was a 2-day session. First day, he's about to lay it down. And Guru lays his verse. Greg went first. I'm already laying the Greg N-I-C-E, because I just kept hearing that in my head on some DJ shit, because DJs hear lyrics, just so you understand.
Facts.
DJs that scratch and cut and battle, we hear things in our head when it comes to lines that either are battle oriented or just lines that fit the.
In fact, I feel like I did it myself. You know, I'm like no crazy scratching DJ like that. Like I hear in my head like songs, like I kind of incorporate a little scratching in some of the songs I play at parties and stuff like that. But yeah,
record based off of just what it was going to be called. We didn't have a title yet. There was no title DWYCK yet. It was just a new song that we're doing to swap out from doing Down the Line on their album. So we start to do it, and this is the crazy thing. Shout to the West Coast homie family, Dub C. Of Dub C in the Mad Circle and of Low Profile with DJ Aladdin, where he got it started first. And then went to WC in the Mad Circle. Coolio was in the group. His brother Crazy Tunes, rest in peace, rest in peace to Coolio and DJ Crazy Tunes. Crazy Tunes is Dub C's brother. And then of course they're part of the Lynch Mob with Ice Cube. You always catch Cube with Dub C as a hype man and performing as well, because he is an MC in his own right, and he's down with Cube. And shout out to Ice Cube and the whole Lynch Mob. Rest in peace to my brother, man, Monster Pookie Starr. He got so many different names, but and even Starface, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the homie, a true G, and we always carry his energy with us. Shout to Kibo, shout to brother Ron, you know, just the whole family, man. So with that said, shout to Big Herc, who used to do security. He passed, but his son Little Herc tours with them, does all the visuals and whatnot for Cube. So you know, that's an ongoing thing that'll never stop. And again, that's family right there. Had to add all of that because it's so important to this whole situation. Now,
all right, sorry, it's like crazy freezing. Let me see what's going on. I'm back. Let's go back to it. Hopefully it won't be choppy or I'll be like delaying like crazy. So let's see.
When the record was done, it was the title of DWYCK. As I said earlier, Dub C is at the session because he was hanging out with us, and also another major legend from the Masters of Ceremony. Shout out to Grand Poobah, Doctor Who, and of course, shout out to DJ Jazzy J.
Wow.
My man, Don Barron, was at the session too. We had a big giant TV with the turntables, and they both sat on the edge of the TV while I worked on this song. Okay, Smooth comes in. He starts to record his verse. No paper, no nothing, just figuring it out. He said, "Yo, keep the E. I left my Philly at home. Do you have another?"
Wow.
Hey, stop the tape. Okay, run it. Yo, keep the E. I left my Philly at home. Do you have another? Hold on a second. We're like, all right, take all the time you need. Let's do it again. Yo, keep the E. I left my Philly at home. Do you have another? Hold on a second. Like, as long as you need, Smooth. We're just having fun. Okay, let's go. Roll it. Yo, keep the E. I left my Philly at home. Do you have another? Hey, man, I'm going to come back and come with a dope rhyme. I'm going to come back tomorrow. Session's over.
Oh, man.
Next day, he came in there and said, "Yo, keep the E. I left my Philly at home. Do you have another? I want to get blunted, my brother. Now may I make a mark, then take a spark over this fat track, or should I say dope beat, subtract, delete." I ain't gonna even say all of the wick-wack that want to be abstract, but they lack the new knack that's coming from way back. Hey, yo, Premier, please pass that Buddha sack. You heard we quit no way bullshit. I told you before, we come back with more hits. I'm stopping right there. All right, like, I'm not Smooth B. But shout out to Smoz.
Yeah,
he knows what this is called D-Dot. It's some shit that we do back in our day. Whenever you see Smooth, if you see me in them right now, we'll go, got the D-Dot, got the D-Dot. You got to be there. The 90s era, man, was so much fun. All right. The song is done. All right. Now we're like, what are we going to call it? During this era of time, there was this joke being passed around where Biz Marquis, my Aries brother, legend, icon, he's the first one that I saw do it. And actually, Greg Nice did it first and caught me. Now, this is where it originated from. You would mumble something so that whoever you're addressing goes, huh? And then you go, my dick. And that's where it came from.
Okay.
So Biz would go, "Hey, yo, Panir, you know the say blah, blah, blah," and I'd go, and the thing.
Oh, man, you doing the impression of Biz with the talk. That's how he talk. That's crazy.
Thing is, you're supposed to go, you're not catching me. You supposed to already know that that's what's going to be the joke. And he would go, "Yo, Panir, you got to say blah, blah, blah," and you go, and it makes you go, huh? And he goes, "My dick," and he do it in front of everybody, and everybody busts out laughing in the barbershops, on the corner, whatever. Greg, same thing. Yo, Premier, you gonna go to the, and I'll go, huh? Because you kind of hear you're gonna go to the whatever. You can make up whatever you want, but that's where it came from. And then you go, huh? And they go, my dick. And even Tupac did it in Juice. If you see the clip after they ran from the cops and they got away, and he does it. They didn't do the joke part, but that's where it originates from. So being it was such a heavy thing that everybody was doing at that time, and everybody was doing it. It didn't matter who. You be at the club.
Oh yeah, when he was on rooftop at the Q and Bishop jumped over there. He said, that's my twit." Yeah, he did this. He did say that. I had to think about I had to think about that. Oh yeah, when he jumped over jumped across the roof. Yeah, that part right there. Okay.
In our era, and everybody go, "Yo man, you want to go get a drink or something?" You go, "Huh?" More I do it, and you go, "God damn, you got me again." That's where it came from. So we figured, name it this, DWYCK, and that's where it came from. So now you know where this came from. People's like, it stands for doing wild. Yellow.
I did thought it was gonna be I did think it was like an acronym or something like that. Though, no lie, I was like, I didn't know what it was, but I thought it was like some kind of acronym that's between they had to delve inside the music or anything. But good, I heard a story here.
Oh, crazy cats, people were trying to make up words. That's where it came from, and I figured this is the way you spell it, DWYCK, because I didn't want to spell it DWICK, so that's the joke, and that's where it came from in our era, and the first person to catch me like that was Greg Nice and Biz Marquis, and many, many others. Then I would do it to people, same thing, because, again, you're not expecting it, and then they'll do it to, some people do it to you again, "Hey, man, you blah, and I'll go, "Nope, you didn't get me this time." So that's DWYCK, all right? Now, we turn it into the label. To be a B-side, to take it personal. You heard him on the record. Greg Nice said 92. 1 year later, Peace Out Premier, Take Me Out with the Fader, because it was on the B-side in 92. This is the era where cassette singles were major in the industry. You go to the record store, they'd have CDs, 12-inch vinyl, album vinyl, cassettes, and cassette singles. It's usually a song or two that's for 99 cents or $1, okay, or $1.99. Take It Personal and DWYCK was through the roof, one of our biggest sales ever in our career. But we wanted to make sure that if people want to get that song besides just getting on a 12-inch or a cassette single, what album is it going to be on? It needs to be on Daily Operation. Now, one of the reasons why we almost had that happen is because our label mates, Arrested Development, had just dropped their debut album on the same label, Chrysalis, with us at WEMI. And when they did a video after Tennessee video, they did a video to People Every Day. The one that they did to the video version was not on the album. When they put it on the album, they went double platinum real fast. So we were like, that's gonna happen to us. It's gonna happen to us. The label says, okay, where are you gonna put it in the sequence of the album? I said, I'll figure that out. I've been sequencing every album since I've started with Guru and Gangstar. Every album I've always sequenced, from Group Home to J with the Damager to even Nas. I even sequenced Illmatic for him. I love sequencing albums. It was always a thing that I wanted to do when my dream to become an artist and a DJ and a producer happened. So that was really important for me to always sequence albums. And so far so good. We've always gotten it consistent. With that album, I was looking for a spot, found a spot, even went to mastering to slot it into the album. And about 2 weeks roughly, when they're about to re-release the album, they said, we're going to go ahead and just leave it like it is.
Oh,
but then
man.
Here comes the complaint. We'd run into so many fans because DWYCK took off like 20 million rockets. And everybody that saw us said, yo, I just bought your new album and DWYCK ain't on there. How I get it? Just a 12-inch and the cassette single, man. Oh, man, I don't have a turntable, and I want on the album. People were complaining like that.
I don't have a turntable.
Like stole something. Just random times. Then Guru's hitting me. Yo, man, people are complaining because DWYCK ain't on the album. And we were very upset that they didn't continue to go ahead and do it after we had mastered it to sequence it into the album. So it just became a street hit that blew up all over the world and is still big to this day. But I said, you know what? As we moved forward to drop our Hard to Earn album, I said it's only right to put DWYCK on there because it's got to be on one of our albums. We hadn't done Full Clip as the greatest hits. We hadn't done any of that yet. So the follow-up album, it made total sense to add DWYCK to that. So a lot of people were like, Well, didn't y'all do that? Said people questioned it. Wasn't that done in 92? Now you know why. Shout to Keith Ward, who directed the video for DWYCK. And also, since it was the B-side to the A-side, I got to shout out Classic Concepts for shooting the Take It Personal video.
Right.
That's, if you don't know who Classic Concepts is, that's Ralph McDaniels of Video Music Box and the Vid Kid, a.k.a. Lionel Martin, who directed that. When it came to DWYCK blowing up that whole summer, we was always in the hood, everywhere. You could just hear DWYCK blasting everywhere. They were like, we got to get a video. All right. Keith Ward didn't have a concept of what we were going to do because it was a last-minute call to get him to do the video and put it together. We just started scrambling for what are we going to do. Had no idea. And plus, key things had to be in that video. Red Alert, cool DJ Red Alert.
Cool DJ Red Alert.
Right. Cool DJ Red Alert, the prop master, and Kid Capri.
Okay.
Very, very vital to having them in the video. Now, this is what was so dope. Back at that time, Red Alert was DJing on 98.7 KISS FM. He was the rival station to WBLS with Marley Marl and Mr. Magic. And that they were rivals, but also just two of the dopest rap shows. And shout out to Chuck Chillout, who was on Friday nights on KISS, and Red Alert was on Saturday nights. But Marley Marl and Mr. Magic was on Friday and Saturday, and you would just turn your dial to both or have two radios and record both because they all gonna play different things and some of the similar things. And that's how we got our hip-hop knowledge of what was about to be the next cracking thing in the underground. From there, we were like, yo, man, what are we gonna do? We started just making calls. That's when three-way calls and, you know, where you could put another person on the line was a new thing. Yo, get Smooth on the line. Yo, and then you call Greg, and Greg, you call Guru. We'll call Kid Capri, and Kid Capri will call Red Alert. That's exactly what we did. We called and said, where should we shoot this video?
Okay.
Someone, I don't remember who said it, but they said, let's go to Atlantic City.
Ooh, that's what it's at. Okay.
Right now,
that's,
yeah.
Wow. So that's what it's at.
We loaded up the van. We loaded up our cars. We drove to Atlantic City, still with no plan. And the girls were in tow as well. Bikinis in tow as well. We get there and we're just like, let's just walk around and film. And that's exactly what happens. And then I was like, I've always been adamant about showing me scratching on turntables to show the authenticity of scratching because it's such an art form and it's so important to our culture. We asked all the casinos, could we borrow a table real quick to set the table
Oh,
up?
wow.
No, can't take no table out.
Oh.
Can we get like a stand or a chair? Nope. If you look in the video, you see me
DJing
ground,
on the
squatting.
squat on the
That's
ground.
what my knees do,
Yep.
like a squat down, like if I was catching a 90-mile-an-hour pitch from the mound, straight cutting
Yep.
on my turntable.
On his
one
knees.
turntable, one mixer, but it all fucking worked out so good. And that's how you got the video of DWYCK. And it was one of the most fun times, even just running with Guru, being pushed around and drinking the lemonade. Everything was just freestyled off the head, and it turned out to be one of the most legendary videos. And that led to us doing Yo MTV Raps just to do a special performance of DWYCK
Okay,
Live.
nice.
You know, shout out to Chris Latimer, who actually saw at the De La Soul celebration for True Goy and for De La Soul. Shout out to Mason Paz. And we're going to miss you, Dave. True Goy, yogurt spelled backwards, plug 2. Brother,
Oh man, I don't know why I never thought about that. That's what True Way is, like yogurt spell background. I never thought about that. Wow.
And I saw Chris Latimer for the first time, and we all wore the hoodies. Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, T Money, me, Smooth, Greg Nice, and Guru with the African American college shirts with the patch on the side. We all rocked those for that performance. Matter of fact, take a look.
Peace out, premiere, take me out with the fader. Oh, yeah. Okay, gang. Somebody say ho. Okay, gang. Say ho. Say ho. Ho. Mine, more. I rock the mic like a fifth
Girl rocking his glasses.
Here's how it goes, I am a genius. I mean this, I shape this, you'll tape this. I'm kind of fiendish. You wish that you could come into my neighborhood. Meaning my mental state. Still I'm 5'8". Crazy as I wanna be, but I make it orderly. You could say I'm
Crazy thing about it, I remember the first time hearing this, I thought it was I thought it was a nice and smooth joint feature. I thought it was like all the way around. I thought it was nice and smooth featuring Gay Starr. I didn't know it was like Gay Starr featuring nice smooth until I got old enough to realize it. But yeah. But by the time I was a young kid, I thought that was a very smooth joint because it's like a nice smooth type of flow of like like sound a little bit. And well, too, if you used to nice and smooth.
Then we got invited to do In Living Color,
Yup.
which was the show at the time. And the crazy thing about that was,
I always remember that. It's because of that performance. When I hear the song, I do the dance that Marlon, Smooth B, and I think it was DJ Twist was doing the kick. Yo, I think I did that a couple times. I think I did that a couple times. If I was like listen to a DWYCK on the video on my reaction video, I was doing that dance. I got that because of the dance they doing in the performance though.
we were the first artists to perform there live because I told them I have to do it live. I cannot fake it on the turntables. I gotta salute Rosie Perez. She fought for us to get it done live and gave us that in and patched us in. And if you ever see that episode, you'll see that I'm live. Matter of fact, take a little piece of that. Take a little look at that.
Okay, gang. Okay, gang. Okay, gang. Here he is.
I chant eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What? I wreck the mic like a pimp toes. Here's how it goes. I am a genius. I mean this. I shape this.
You see Marlon. There you go. Marlon and Twist, yo. Oh man, you probably was freezing up when y'all saw it. Oh my god, I wish it wasn't freezing up right now. Oh man, I was trying to say I can see Marley and Twist doing a little the high knees dance he was doing though. Hold on.
I chant eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What? I wreck the mic like a pimp toes. Here's how it goes. I am a genius. I mean this. I shape this. You'll take this. I'm kind of fiendish. You wish you could come into
there you go. Yep.
mental state. Still a 5'8". Crazy as I wanna be. Cause I make it orderly. You can say I'm sort of the boss. The brother who will make you change your
Now,
yeah, they was doing it more when doing Great Nights verse when them two and Smooth B doing the same high knees dance. That was funny.
I always explain it just in case you're late. Shouldn't have to explain it, but we're going to explain it. All the sounds you hear on this little small disc, everything you hear from the boom to the bap to just everything except for the scratches, all on this disc right here. It is all stored on here, but it is controlled by a device called the Akai S950 sampler, which is what we were using in that era of hip hop. And then to make it play, I was using an MPC 60 or MPC 62, also made by Akai. I was a big fan of that. Shout out to Eddie Sancho, my engineer, who put me onto the MPC because I was using the SP1200 prior to that. So once we got to that part, the thing that makes it all go around is a small box called the Roland SBX80. That syncs all of the equipment together to roll exactly when you play on the 2-inch tape machine. No digital, all tape. You mess up a punch, you mess up a recording, it's gone. With digital, you can just hit the undo button and you're back to where you are. That's why we had to be that accurate with doing our records, because of that type of process. Once it's gone, it's gone. You gotta do it right. And we still value that when we carry out how we do records to this very day. Now, I guess it's about that time to load it all up.
Yeah.
Put this disc right here, this hot disc, into the S950 and load it. And then, being that everything has to communicate by some type of wire, we use MIDI cables, M-I-D-I. Those cables make the communication all complete through all of the equipment. And once you hit that record button, this is what you get.
Oh yeah, it's another Gang Starr short shot. Featuring the one and only. Hanley, Roy.
Nice and smooth.
Hey. A Gang Starr has got to be the short shot. Nice and smooth has got to be the short shot. A Gang Starr has got to be the short shot. Nice and smooth has got to be the short shot.
Oh, yeah.
A Greg Nice, a Greg NLCE, Dominum Basso, we rock for a fee, not for free. Maybe I'll do it for charity. Now my employer or my employee is making Greg NLCE very MAD. Don't ever ever think of jerking me. I work too hard for my royalty. red alert
And
and kick
Kid
Capri.
Capri, yep.
Ooh la la, ah wee wee. I say
And then that sample, then that part right here was a sample on the joint with Run the Jewish featuring Great Nice. Ooh la la, yup.
Ali, you say glass just clay. I say butter, you say parquet. It's alright if you wanna make a sway. On my way uptown, took the deuce to the trade.
Man, so many different just levels to this one, but it's special because again, this episode was shot on the 29th anniversary of Hard to Earn, which DWYCK finally appeared on. And salute to Gang Starr, salute to 29 years of that album. And it's one of my favorites, and it's also the first album that Guru said, you're going to name this album. And I was like, I don't want to name it, you name it, because he's very good.
Oh, you love him there, yeah.
He said, no, you're going to do it. And just in one day in the conversation, I said, you know, man, what we do, it's like really hard to earn doing what we do. He goes, that's it. You just name the album. And that's how we did it. Shout to Danny Hastings, who did the photography, and the Gang Starr Foundation, the original Gang Starr Foundation, J. Rue the Damager, Big Shug, and Group Home, finally appeared on an album like everybody else was doing with their crews. And that's where that monumental picture came from. Shout to Malachi the Nutcracker and Lil Dap. And on we went to more heights, and every album always outdid the next. Another thing I also got to add that made DWYCK even so synonymous with just greatness is I got to shout out Jay-Z. Shout to Hov. When Fat Joe and Remy Ma did the record All the Way Up, it blew up like it was supposed to. They did a remix and added Jay to it. And he threw in there, lemonade was a popular drink.
Yep.
Still is. Such a great Guru line. I remember in the early days, people were like, what does that mean? But it is one of the most famous lines, and it's the truth. Lemonade still is a popular drink.
It is.
Crazy thing is, I texted Jay and said, that was dope that you shouted him out. And he said to me in a text, that's for the culture, an icon.
Right.
Had to do it.
Nice.
You didn't ask him to do it. He said he had to do it. That's how much this thing is so vital to the history of what Gang Starr does. So from that point, you already know what it is, man. It's another episode. And one more thing I gotta say is, that's what's up.
To the light, my dialogue is my own, cause Smooth B will never bite.
Alright, cool. Cool episode. Sorry if it's been freezing here and there. I'll try to fix it by my next video, but this was a good little story right here as well too, man. Here, all the stuff, how it got made and everything. One of the biggest hit of Gang Starr history, though, this well too. This was a big hit. But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T. We're signing off. One love.